Acknowledging the truth is the first step. Stop living in the problem and start living in the answer. Surgery is just one tool. It's time to put the other tools in the toolbox because it's your body, your health, your life. The biggest truth of it all is that until you start accepting the truths of the weight loss surgery journey, you will not get or achieve long-term weight loss success. To practice acceptance, you need to acknowledge all the uncomfortable parts of yourself, be it your emotions and feelings, your thoughts, and your past. Practicing acceptance is like handling those dirty clothes in your clothes hamper. Throughout the weeks or the week, you start to fill it up with dirty clothes. It starts to pile up in your hamper. Work is tiring, cleaning the house is enough of a big chore, and life just keeps getting in the way. You know your laundry hamper is there, but you've been ignoring the real mess, the clothes inside the hamper. Radical acceptance is the starting ground because resistance and avoidance does not help you deal with it. You need to move with it, not against it. You need to accept, not resist. The truth is, the following things I'm going to share with you, the following strategies, is that you have to do them. Surgery is not going to do them for you. You have to accept that pain is inevitable. Parts of life is always going to be painful. That is part of being part of the human experience. You have to stop the why me syndrome. Why me? Why me? And I'm not saying you can't be disappointed or frustrated or sad. You just have to accept the fact that that's what life gives us. And we have to be able to navigate, accept the truth of that, and navigate through it. We have to accept the fact that life is not supposed to be easy. Life never promised us easy sailing. There's always going to be the ebb and flow, challenges, the ups and downs. The goal is you have to be able to move through them. I think it was my grandfather that told me this one time, is that, I won't use the word, but when crap hits the fan, the only way to deal with it is through it. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go over it. You have to go through it. You don't have to like it. But at the end of the day, you have to accept the truth is you have to move through it. The fact is, you have to accept the truth that you can't make anyone else change. The only person you can change is yourself. We can offer support. We can offer all kinds of things to help people make changes. But if they don't want to do it, even if they do make the changes short term, if they didn't make the choice to do so, they will resent you in the long run. You see their potential. It's like, if only, if only. Why don't you do that with yourself? Why are you playing the if only with yourself? Why are you trying to change others and not trying to change yourself? You're the only one that you can change, and you're the only one that can choose to change yourself. Do you really want to change? We need to accept that love can hurt. Loved ones can still hurt us. Loved ones can still disappoint us. Loved ones will disappoint us. Relationships can handle hurts if they're infrequent and are able to be repaired. Come on, relationships are messy. Do some of us just write them off right away? And I'm not talking about abuse here. We all know what we need to do if we're in an abusive relationship. We need to accept that love can hurt, but we also need to accept, as obvious as it is, that hate can hurt. We're stuck in that bitterness, and the pun is, it starts to eat us up. I heard a statement once that resentment is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. We have to figure out the hate. We have to learn how to forgive ourselves and release the feelings. How many of us hold on to hurt? We have to accept the fact that our triggers, can teach us. And I'm not talking in a PTSD kind of way. I'm talking about the big feelings, like the small things that trigger the big feelings. If we're curious and really try to figure out why those triggers are happening, it'll help us deal with it and manage it, and sometimes get over it. We have to accept that some people in our lives only love us for our yes. I'm talking to those people pleasers. I was one of them. This is about boundaries here. When you start considering yourself, there will be people out there that will not like that, and that will be painful for you. I'm not saying it is right, but you have to be able and accept the truth that there are some people, even our loved ones, that only love us for what we can do for them. That is a slippery slope, and it's going nowhere for you. We also have to accept that no matter how much we give, there's some people out there, it'll never be enough. The thing is, that has nothing to do with you. That's everything to do with them. They are needing, and even consciously or subconsciously not realizing that they're trying to use you and what you can offer to them to fill their void in life. They have a gap, they have a void, they have a hole that needs to be filled, but you can't do that for them. You have to learn how to say no. Check out this video to help you learn to say no. I had to learn how to say no. We have to accept the fact that change, real change, happens outside of our comfort zone. We have to get uncomfortable to make change. True transformation only happens when we have really good evidence-based, accurate information and take action. The truth is, courage is on the other side of taking action. You have to take action first to start building confidence. You don't build confidence first and then take action. Asking for help, looking for help, and receiving help is a sign of bravery. And the other thing is, you have to remember and you have to accept the truth, and this goes for our loved ones, which we just assume they should know. You can't assume that others know how to help you. You have to tell them specifically, explicitly, how can they support you? How can they help you? They're not mind readers. You have to tell them how to support you. That is your job, not theirs. You have to accept the fact that you have to start with self-love. The cliche is true. If you don't love yourself, no one else is able to. You need to learn how to do that. It takes time, but it's so worth it. And at the end of the day, it's the only thing. Would you treat a child or your own child the way you treat yourself? Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? It starts with self-love. If you start seeing your bariatric journey with the light of truth, you can start avoiding some of the potholes, the pitfalls along that journey. It's often true that we just don't seek to know the truth. We simply don't want to know the facts, or we choose to continue to be blind to them. I don't want that for you. The truth is, I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. If you want to open your eyes further, please watch this next video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And that's the truth.